Hi everyone. Hello, I'm alive. Yeah, so unfortunately, like I thought it wouldn't happen. Saturday didn't, but that's okay. That's okay. We're back. Um there's a chance I finish this between today and tomorrow. It's a big maybe. We'll see what happens. If not, we'll take a break because we got the birthday stream. We got some things to do. So just a heads up, if we have to take a break from this or anything like that happens, it'll happen, but that's all right. Don't worry, we'll finish it. Most likely, I'm pretty sure we'll finish it. I'm enjoying it so far. But yeah. Happy birthday, Sindog! I know, every day is her birthday. That's why she's a fat fuck. Okay, anyway, let's get started. Both of us ended up getting Fridgie's sausage rolls. For a while, we would walk down Main Street and I would listen to Marina tell me funny stories. I don't contribute much, but at least she seems to enjoy making me laugh. I probably come across as boring. Perhaps I'm way too easily impressed by mundane things. I look at her smile. It's lovely, and I'm not sure I see anything behind it. But Marina's a very nice person. With nice people like that, it's hard to tell. Maybe she thinks I'm lame and doesn't realize it. Maybe she's stifling that feeling down out of goodness of her heart. Maybe one day it'll become too heavy, too unbearable, and that's when she'll explode at me for all the times I've acted strange or looked too ugly next to her. The day is getting closer with each passing minute. Girl! Girl! Abysmal self-esteem. It's rapidly approaching, and she's none the wiser. But that's fine. I know it's coming, so I'll prepare. Until that day, I'll enjoy my time with Marina to the fullest. This small repose didn't come out of nowhere. I understand. Ira, who was supposed to be with me here until the tail end of December, went away. The same Ira that came as an answer to all my prayers. Bringing her to me probably cost the world a lot of effort. And when all that effort was cut short, well, Garen called me a replacement at the cafe. Maybe that's true from his perspective. Maybe even from Marina's. But from where I'm standing, Marina's a substitute for everything Ira stood for. My hope, my shield, my happiness. It makes sense she appeared as soon as Ira vanished. Okay, you need to stop seeing people as something that will solve your life. In fact, it all lines up so perfectly. I'm surprised I didn't notice it right away. Of course, that's what it is. But then I'm not certain why it isn't working like it should. It's not Marina's fault. It's not the fault of the universe either. That only leaves one other suspect. Me. Girl! Something in my brain just refuses to connect. It feels amazing to have someone like Marina go out of her way to talk to me, even if it's only because Ira is missing. Nevertheless, I can't appreciate fully. I can't get lost in it the way I'm clearly meant to. As if it's not enough. As if I still kept thinking about Ira all the time. It's only been 2 days since I last met her. 2 days are no reason to panic. Of course, I saw her crying, but it's probably okay, right? Her taking some time for herself is nothing new. And she's really tough, so she'll be fine. Of course she will. Everyone being so blaze about her vanishment seems vapid. But when you look at it objectively, the situation isn't that alarming. I'm just being a crybaby like always. Then again, that is a harmful way of thinking. Yes! Yes, it is! Oh my god! She's so toxic to herself and will never be able to form real connections while she sees people that way. I hope she changes that. If I believe the universe has let something bad happen to someone like Ira, then I'm doubting the world's sense of justice. Not only that, but I would also be rejecting the privilege I've been given. I want to draw an apt comparison, but all my metaphors are falling short. Bad things happen to people, and oh god, this girl's worldview is gonna be crushed if Ira's like injured in any way. Maybe I'm like a child who was gifted a doll, lost it, and then started to pout when the replacement was identical to the— No. See? That's what happens. I start comparing wonderful people to toys. Okay, you're catching yourself? Good. What's wrong with me? Even when I try to explain how ungrateful I'm being, I find the most despicable way to do so. I really don't know if I have a soul at all. Are you okay? Marina looks at me expectantly, holding her hand up to the hot air steam. In our aimless strolling, we've reached the warm vents next to the back entrance of the research center. The snow around the chutes has melted, forming uneven splashes of dark soil levelly sprinkled with a months-old cigarette butts. Yes, why? You look kind of down. If you're tired of me blabbering, you can say so. Marina, you're too good. Really quick, I was looking into, like, if cities like this existed. And I was right. They were research areas for things like nuclear bombs or, things like the space race. So whoever lives here, yeah, there's some things going on in here, and I wonder if we're gonna dig into that. I can get a bit carried away. Oh no, I was listening, really. Yeah. I just figure you're too polite to tell me to shut up. I wouldn't. I like listening to you. Honest? Yes, honest. Your stories are fun. And you have met so many friends. I'm surprised that, I appreciate you making time for me at all. Please? Am I supposed to sit down in my butt eating cake while Ira's gone? I mean, just yesterday. We actually have important stuff to talk about. And heck, it's nice to break off from the schedule every once in a while. Variety's the spice of life, yeah? Ah, right. I kind of put a damper on your plans. Sorry. Dude, I just said it's cool. I like talking to you. It's like relaxing. Relaxing? Yep. It's weird to say this thing, say that the disappearance and all. But when I discuss this stuff with you, it doesn't feel so scary. That's amazing! I've actually felt that way since yesterday. I thought talking about things would make you anxious. But it doesn't feel that way at all. Right? Now that's scary. Kinda cute. Let's go up. What kind of therapy is that? It's pretty strange. Speaking of which, you want to ask something? Right, yes! There was this rumor going around, and I don't know if I believe it. Maybe you know. I think so. I think Marina's healthy for her, but, like, they need to, like, deepen that friendship. Was Ira seeing some, older man? Ugh, this. Figures you'd hear it eventually. Yes, I thought it might be true at first. But Ira could have eloped with a person or something like that. But you never mentioned anything of the sort, so it's probably just gossip. Elope? Ew. Ew? Why? I thought it sounded quite romantic. Romantic? That guy's like 35! Well, love has no age, right? Azia! Azia, no! Yuck! Don't go around saying stuff like that, it's dangerous! My face goes red. Did I really say something that embarrassing? Ugh. Okay, well, I don't usually say anything when others bring this up. Like, if someone asks me about it, I go, man, I've never seen her do anything like that. What a load of crap. But you, I think you'll understand. That's my brother. Oh. Huh? That guy. The old guy. It's my bro. So Ira and your brother are... No! No, no, no! They're not like that at all! Gross! She sticks her tongue out as if she's about to gag. That bad? I would literally die. Oh no. But what's going on then? If you don't mind telling me. It's fine. I think if anyone should know, it's you. Really? I can trust you, right? You're not gonna run and tattletale the first chance you get, yeah? Of course. I mean, of course not. Thought so. Anyways, my brother, Lev. He works in the labs. Like the others at the research complex. He's been helping Ira. Helping? With what? I guess you could call it managing her stress. Huh? She has kind of a neurotic condition. Sometimes her head goes haywire and there's nothing she can do. Lev says it's brain chemistry stuff. I can't say anything more than that. So, when she got angry at her classmates... No, that's Ira at her soundest, if you can believe it. Oh. You know it when you see it. Sometimes she just can't focus on anything. Any sound, any person. Sometimes her mind gets all tangled and she starts to panic. Things like that. I see. You think she was, tangled up the day we saw her? Yes, absolutely. It hasn't been that bad in a long while. Not even a year ago, when she started treatment. All along, this whole time, I had zero clue. The more I learn, the stupider I feel. Just picturing going through all of that makes my heart ache. Poor Ira. I feel so bad for Ira because she's like dealing with this in a place that wouldn't be acceptable in, first of all, hiding it, dealing with all the repercussions of that, of like her not doing well in school, constantly going missing, constantly just doing what she wants, and just constantly being an outsider. Honestly, considering all that, she still handled it so well. I really like Ira. We're lucky, really. I mean, I don't know where she'd be if Lev refused to help. There's only so much I could do. But he got Ira the meds. Meds? Some pills to keep her head in check. They're not the type you can get from a pharmacy. You mean illegal drugs? What? No! Don't make it sound so scary. Sorry, maybe I misunderstood. Jeez, it's not that bad. It's just a new type of pill. It's hard to come by. She got the marijuana? Oh god. Oh, wow. Well, anyway, I doubt Ira followed Lev's recommendations to a T. But at least she got better for a while. That's incredible. Your brother must be an amazing person. Both of you. Stop it. I didn't do much. Probably annoyed her more than anything. I'm sure you're important to her too. Huh? You think so? Mm-hmm. Well, who knows? Who knows? You were rejected at therapy after all. What? She just flat out refused a month ago. Stopped taking her pills. Stopped coming to her place. And well, you saw what happened. But why? She was feeling better, right? You said it helped. Marina solemnly shrugs. She just decided that she didn't want it anymore. Meds can have some awful side effects, so I can't really blame her. That's fair. Especially if it's a new drug that's hard to come by. It's something mental health related, so it's still something that's not being overly researched. Yeah, poor girl. Still, I wish you talked it out with us. Without the pills, those little states will only worsen. Why didn't you say any of this earlier? Huh? Why would you keep this to yourself? Why wouldn't you tell anyone she might be in danger? What if she got injured when she's in that state? Are you seriously asking me that? I told you why we can't go around telling people she had issues like that. Think about her kid brother for a second. Think about Ira for a second. You really think her family reputation's worth more than her safety? That's not right at all. Jesus, Ozzy, I'm not saying that. Look. Let's say I told the police about Ira's problem. Let's say I told them Lev was helping her. What then? What would that change? Would it point them towards a location? A culprit? Maybe to give them a motive, yeah. I guess there's that. But so what? What do you mean, so what? They'll know she didn't run away just because she was rebelling or throwing a fit or anything silly like that. Then everyone will understand it's serious. Everyone will work hard to find her. Ozia, that's not how it works. Maybe the whole city will band together and... Marina's bitter laugh is sharp enough to sting. They'll take care of it They'll take it seriously? Band together? Ozia, you should be on TV or something. Listen, Ozia. Azienka. That's not how it works at all. You mean the police? The world? You think everyone will suddenly feel bad for her? That's cute. Let me tell you what people actually say. People will say, oh, that makes sense. I always thought there was something off with her. That's right. She was totally messed up in the head. Yeah, this is bound to happen. Sick people can just snap. It's sad, but what can you do? No point in looking now. Betting a 10 she killed herself in a ditch. Betting 100 she froze to death. Shut up. Don't say that. Stop lying to me. I'm not lying, damn it. That's how it's gonna go and you know it. They'll turn into an excuse to gossip more. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, she's right. Tyler, hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's over, they're fighting? I mean, every friendship fights, though. It's not like they can't be friends anymore, but it is a huge difference in worldviews. Ozia has a very naive view of the world because she copes with her bullying by thinking that no one's malicious, while Marina is much more jaded. Not as jaded as Ira, but much more jaded. They'll turn it into an excuse to brush her off. Her life, her choices, her disappearance, everything. Even if Ira's really gone, everyone will remember her as that. She'll be a basket case that always had it coming. Does that have a nice ring to you? That's just not right. That can't be right. It's a hard pill to swallow. Marina, be mad at me all you want. I'm also... You have no idea how mad I am. But if I betrayed Ira's trust like that, I'd never live it down. I'd hate myself for the rest of my life. So why are you telling me this? Because you told me you looked up to her. So, I believed you'd understand. Very high... Yeah, this is not, Yuri fight. They're just friends. World-shattering views, basically. Girls missing, both of their... Well, Marina's friend and, like, someone that Ozia looks up to. Ozia's being bullied. She's trying to make people look for her, and she's trying to find Ira. And she doesn't understand why no one cares or wants to give, like, the context they need for more people to look for her. And it's Marina basically shattering the entire worldview of, unfortunately, when people have something wrong with them, it doesn't necessarily cause sympathy, it causes judgment. So, it's devastated. But anyway, welcome in! Maybe I was wrong. You think Ira would want us to tell everyone about this? Think she'd come back and thank us? Send a blessing from beyond the grave? Don't talk about her like that. Huh? Come on now. Asuka, you You gotta face reality. You know how everyone will react when... No, that's not what I mean. I wiped the tears and snot that apparently had been pouring down my face. Don't talk about her like she's dead. Marina's lip trembles. She quickly sniffs her nose and fixes her collar. I don't really believe she's dead, you know. It just... I want you to understand, alright? Yura kept silent for a reason. I don't know if she's right or wrong for that, but I get it. When people learn about those things, it never turns out good. Yeah, it's a cold reality. Exactly what it is. It's one of those things where someone hasn't realized the brutality of life, and this is like 1986 Russia. It's nothing but brutal. Ooh, enjoy your coffee. When people learn about those things, it never turns out good. It's just degrading. I understand. Do you? Yes. You're probably right. Not about everything, but about Ira. I can understand that. But, Marina, you're also afraid, aren't you? Yeah. It's just survival. Gun, welcome in! Ozzy is the only person to be happy in Russia? I disagree with that. I think a lot of people have this vision of, like, Russians being miserable because they don't smile or anything, but I think that's more of a cultural thing. Because I'll be honest, when I was there for the World Cup, like, there's a lot of happy Russians. It's just... my understanding from what was explained to me, it's rude to pretend to be happy when you're not and, like, meeting strangers. And people take that as a lot of them being upset. If you smile in Russia, Putin will have you killed. Shut up, Punchy. Huh? If everyone learns about your family helping Ira with her condition, they'll suspect Lev, right? Well, you said he got her a rare medication. Did Ira's parent know about that? No, but... Yes, but you also have to remember these are privileged children. Emphasis on still being children. Everyone around them is stressed. They're aware of that. But they're still just dealing with it and, like, going to cafes and stuff. And it's like, maybe if they were more in a lower class, it would be more understandable. But they are very, very privileged. Yeah, they just think it's a normal situation. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Are you? Marina, you're a little selfish, huh? No, I'm just... It's okay. I know you're worried about Ira. Really. You helped her because you cared about her, right? Your brother, too. Of course we did. Yeah. So please don't pretend. Don't pretend you're keeping quiet only for her sake. Or for the sake of Tolik. I mean, I'm not pretending! I know. I just wanted to say... I don't think it's bad you're also worried for yourself. That's all. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm scared to get in trouble. There. You don't have to say it like that. What? I'm saying it. I'm putting it out there. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want my brother to get in trouble. I don't want him to lose his job. Is that what you want to hear, Azia? Marina, please. I don't want to fight with you. You're the one who started screaming at me. I don't want to fight either, you know. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have yelled. Please, forgive me. Jeez. Why so serious all of a sudden? It's not a big deal. Maybe. I thought it was important. Sorry. Don't apologize! I feel like a total bully now. Marina, this is the nicest someone has been to her. You're fine. You are okay. Oh, sorry. I'll stop. No, cut it out. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me with those puppy dog eyes. Alright, I'll look away. You. Ugh. For crying out loud. Maria chuckles and lowers her head. Her smile is wry and tired. For some reason, I don't feel sad looking at it. Something about her defeated expression makes me feel hopeful. It doesn't sound very nice when I put it like that. Sorry. I got carried this way as well. Oh. Oh no, not at all. You weren't rude or anything. No, really. I'm not usually like that. I don't talk like that. I know. And you're right. I said it in a nasty way, but you're right. I can come up with 100 noble excuses. But they're just that. Excuses. Azia needs to embody the Adidas tracksuit mentality? Oh, you're not wrong. She was not born to be Russian. I'm just trying to keep my nose clean in the end. It's really lame. That's not true. You need to look out for your own family too. The good you did for Ira's sake still matters. Please don't belittle it like that. Born to be Canadian, forced to be Russian. Wild. Man, they went north enough, but they just did not travel the globe far enough. Maybe it does. I don't know anymore. Everyone's just looking to save their own skin at the end of the day. Every man's an animal, yeah? That's not what I meant at all. No? I think you're still a very good person, Marina. You're a funny girl, Azia. What? Really? I don't know what to make of you. I don't know how it works, but I just want to trust you. How'd explain? It kind of feels like you never judge a person. Really? At first I thought you were like really innocent. Not dumb, but maybe a little dumb. Sorry. I don't think that's really true though. I don't think you're naive. You know, I can usually make an easy read on people. With you though, well, maybe it's because I only met you yesterday. I think she is naive. I think she sees the cruelty in the world and sees it as like some type of beauty, not understanding that sometimes the world is just ugly. She's a little naive as a treat. Cole, welcome in. No, we've been playing this for the last couple of streams. I think hopefully we're like halfway through it or a bit over halfway through it. She thinks it's cute. Yeah, she does think the world is very cute. She thinks that like the atrocities that go on are cute. Not romanticizes them a bit. It's almost like she loves the world and everything in it. I hate you so much. But you're really nice, Azia. Nicer than I've ever hoped to be. Roll the credits. No. Please don't say that. Nice is meaningless when applied to me. Girl, you need better self-esteem! You envy her ignorance? I think ignorance is a privilege. But at the same time, I think I'd rather know the truth. Because ignorance does allow you to live in a very happy bubble or more two-dimensional bubble where you think that things are just one way or another. I don't know. I think it's good to know what's going on. It's good to be educated, because you can do the most with all that information. You know too much truth? Yeah, but you can apply that truth. I don't know, there's a lot of ugly in the world. But just because you know it exists, or you don't know it exists, more like it, it's not like it's gonna vanish. However, you can do things to try to help it. So I'd rather know the truth and, like, do my best to move forward with that information as much as I can. And sometimes there's nothing I can do, and that's okay. But at least I know. And if I know, maybe more people can know. And maybe more people can help. So, I don't know. I think ignorance can be very dangerous. Nice meaningless when applied to me. I'm not really charitable. I'm not really kind. I'm not really honest. I've been nothing but a hypocrite this whole conversation. But Marina says all these things so genuinely, I don't have the strength to shut them down. It's like that love letter, only the other way around. Her kind words aren't really true. This time I'm aware of that, while Marina herself has no idea. Does this diminish the value of those words? No. Marina didn't choose to be wrong. Kindness can be misguided, but it still deserves appreciation. Real or not, it deserves gratitude. Thank you. I'm not sure what I said counts as a compliment. Of course it does. I look into the world. A world where everyone is kind to me. A world where every sight I see is beautiful. An unjust, lovely world. It's kind of misguided on a scale that I can't even fathom. But calling it misguided is an insult to the universe itself. What do I know about what's worthy and what isn't? At most, I'm just a conceited gnat. Shouldn't even try to understand what's and why's. The only thing I have the right to do, the only reasonable thing for me to do, is to say thank you. So I'll do just that. I'll say it. I'll say it as many times as it takes to get my feelings across. In other words, I'll say it endlessly. Thank you, 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 thank you. Jesus, what is wrong with you, woman? She's going through it. We're getting to this point. Oh, man. It's not enough. My life is finite, and so is my gratitude. It will never be enough, even if I keep living until our dying sun swallows the earth. It's a promise I'll never fulfill. So I'll retract it. I'll apologize. I need to try a different approach. The number of gratitudes I can express will always be finite and meager. But what if gratitude itself becomes infinite? An expression of endless gratitude. Is that possible? Does it sound right? I can repeat my thanks for as long as I live. Like a pulsar emitting wave after wave on electromagnetic radiation. Yes, just like that. A pulsar's radiation travels endlessly inside a vacuum. Mine should be able to do the same. But right now, my signals keep getting buried under the 10,000 kilometers of our planet's atmosphere. They're too weak. They dissipate after the weight of over 5 quadrillion tons of air. Well, not as much if they travel straight up. But I'm not good enough at math to do the numbers. All I know is my signal isn't strong enough. So then, what can I do? Could become an astronaut, fire off my messages from orbit. That has to work. Except, I don't have anything it takes to be an astronaut. The next best thing is to send a message through a radio signal through the surface. But sending a transmission powerful enough to break through the Earth's atmosphere requires equipment that's way out of my reach. It's the same real possibility as me actually traveling to space. But then what other options are there? How can my broadcast persevere? Ah, right. Isn't it obvious? Of course. It's so much like me to rely on others. So much like me to look for external means to get what I want. The answer's right there, right under my nose. The answer's my reflection. It's staring at me from the bathroom mirror. Girl! Me. It's all about me. I am my own parabolic antenna. I mean, it's 1986 Russia, and her parents are probably working in the middle of the space race. So... it's probably being encouraged to be taught. The strength of my signal is to decide on my own level of gratitude. It's a matter of my resolve. It's a meter of admiration. It's a matter of dedication. If my signal's unable to pierce the sky, that's a personal failing of mine. That's something I'm responsible for fixing. Can I do that? I can. Naturally, I can. Any point made against that will be an excuse. I just need to work hard. I need to work so hard that I will feel so much more grateful. I need to overflow with adoration. I need to overflow with reverence. I need to overflow with love. If I fail to do that, my voice will never make it to the cosmos. And then, when I'm so overwhelmed with grace that I can die, I'll get up to the highest point atop the sea level that I'm able to reach. I'll climb so high, and I'll look into the sky, and I'll angle myself to the highest trajectory just right. Then I'll start the most powerful transmission to date. I'll scream thank yous and I love you so loud that all the people in the radius of 3,000 kilometers will feel it in their hearts and their bones and muscles. And their TV signals and radios will break. And the next day, the whole world will report a radio signal of unprecedented strength blasting the communism peak. Gonzo, welcome in! Ren! Hi! Although, maybe Mount Elbrus is more realistic. Remember right, Dad climbed it when he was in university. At least he was a pin from there tucked away in one of the drawers. Maybe I should ask him about it. No, better not. He's tired after work. I should go to my room. Tomorrow's the weekend, so I can stay up late. I don't need to do homework today either. I have the whole evening to myself. I'll reset. And starting tomorrow, I'll work harder than ever before. I'll love this world with everything I've got. This girl is like full of toxic positivity. Yes, feel better, Gonzo. Like, I think that's so dangerous because being absorbed and having to make everything good isn't good. There are bad things that happen. Not all of them have reasons. Because at the end of the day, the world is chaotic and that is okay. But this girl is so like gung-ho about she has to love everything and she has to be positive and she has to be good for everyone around her and to make this just world, that she doesn't realize how like horrible she is being to herself. Asuka needs that girl needs to calm down. I don't know, man. Is the lesson gonna be in this that it's okay to hate a little bit? The world is as bright as the sunless day allows. The air is clear and soft despite the cold. The statue in the main square shines in silver. I've already made my rounds around the city. It's been a wonderful time as usual. I've seen all there is to see. I've admired all there is to admire, is what I would say if I were a liar. I travel south towards a single place I've been neglecting. It's easy to avoid since it's right on the edge of the long residential street. The car repair shop. There's nothing special about it all, aside from the fact that the owner's son is a classmate of mine. So, what's my problem with it? Suppose you can call it pettiness. Ever since that one incident, I've been avoiding the spot like the plague. It was never the shop's fault. It was poor luck. That, and my own overreaction. If I want to achieve my goal, I need to get over myself and face it. That's right, I'm sticking to it. New game dates for the players hater ball. Apparently, hopefully, because this girl needs to like have some. It sounds bad, but she's toxic in a different way. She needs to accept that there's some negative things and learn to deal with them. Like, horrible things happen. And you can't control them, but you can't control your reaction to it. And pretending they're not horrible is not a good reaction. That's right, I'm sticking to it. I'm sending my message to the universe. Of course, there are requirements I have to meet. I need to take in and process the beauty of the whole entire world to achieve the right signal strength. If I can't find the beauty in everything in this town has to offer, how can I grasp the grandeur of the planet, let alone the universe? I'm well familiar with every other part of Gusta 5. So, excluding one area because of an old joke gone wrong is just unfair. I'm sorry, car repair shop. I'll fix my mistake. I momentarily freeze up, then scoot behind a corner. Just now, was it Garin walking down the side of the road? I peek out to check. That's right. He's marching quite quickly, hands in pockets. A couple times he turns around as if he's making sure he's not being followed. Huh. I wait until he's a good distance away before I come out of my hiding. I'd rather not encounter him after what happened yesterday. Yeesh. He's never been this crude with me before. I mean, there are plenty of people on the street, so maybe I'm being overly cautious. But better safe than sorry, right? The road ends. There's the workshop. It's bathed in pure white light, almost if it's glowing, inviting me in. I take a look around and I don't see anyone. Just cold and empty cars, some crates stacked by the building and concrete slabs. The snow keeps slowly flowing from the hills. It's quiet. I take a peek through one of the windows, but the only thing I see is my reflection. They fixed it, then. Is there really nobody inside? It's not like I particularly wanted to enter, but I thought that might be the best way to go about it. Have a quick glance, see how normal everything is, then leave. Nice and simple. It looks like they're closed today, though. I was certain they worked on Sundays, too. I should just check the schedule at the door. There! A scratched up metal plate. Let's see. Monday, 9 to 20. Tuesday, 9 to 20. Wednesday, 9 to 20. Thursday, 9 to 20. Friday, 9 to 20. Saturday, 10 to 18. Saturday, 10 to 18. Saturday twice? Should be open. It is Sunday, just past 12. Oh, okay, it's a typo. I knock on the door, then I give it a tug. It won't budge. I give it another tug, then a push. That's strange. Maybe it's not time yet? But when, if not today? Would the universe really hold me back like that? No. Let's not jump to conclusions. The mechanics are probably just on lunch break. Of course! Though, I don't believe they have it listed. Did I miss that? Wait, why is Wednesday Saturday? So Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday. A lunch break. So it's not being inattentive. Then why? Oh. Maybe it's some sort of holiday today? I'm bad at keeping track of things like that. Still, shouldn't there be another notice or... Wait. I look over the metal plate again. Yeah, there's 3 Saturdays! Oh, what? The times are changing too. 9:10 to 20. Tuesday, 9 to 20. Saturday, 9:03 to 20. Thursday, 9:12 to 20. Friday, 9:15 to 19. Saturday, 10:59 to 18. Saturday, 17:58 to 18. Huh? Wait. That doesn't seem like... What? I rub my eyes and blink intensely. Did I not get enough sleep? I'm just not seeing straight. I should have read so much before I went to bed. I need to focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. Monday, 19 to 9. Tuesday, 9 to 20. Water day, 9 to 20. Thursday, 9 to 20. Saturday, 8:01 to 19. Saturday, 10 to 18. Saturday, 10 to 18. Huh? Matt, 1 to 9. 2, 9 to 20. Sat, 9A to 20. Thur, 17 to 35. Sat, 8:01 to 19. Sat, 1 to 18:18. Sat, 190 to 18. I don't... Sat, 1 to 2. Sat, 3 to 4. Sat, 5 to 6. Sat, 7 to 8. Sat, 9 to 10. Sat, 11 to 12. Sat, 13 to 14. Monday is Saturday. 0 to 99. Sunday, close indefinitely. Why does Monday to Sat 0 to 99.99999 done down indefinitely? It's okay. I got it. I know what it is. I shut my eyes. It's just a dream. I've seen these things before. I come to my apartment door, but the number's all messed up and wrong. I need to make an urgent call, but the rotary dial keeps going into a spiral. I'm running through the school and I can't find the right classroom because the number I need doesn't exist. Times like this, I need to firmly close my eyes. I need to understand this isn't real. Then, when my eyes open, I'll be in my room. I'll see the morning light beaming in from the window, projecting a bright square on the wall. I'll look into a sliver of sky outside, and it will be a soft hue, pink and blue. I open. Monday, 9 to 20. Tuesday, 9 to 20. Wednesday, 9 to 20. Thursday, 9 to 20. Friday, 9 to 20. Saturday, 10 to 18. Sunday. What? Girl's having psychosis! Hi, Phantom, welcome in! I'm not gonna lie, that's cute. But, what? It won't even show. Oh, wait. Toya's face is... She's going through psychosis. This girl... Man. I see. That's what it is. Wait! Hold up! What the fuck? Okay, so up until now... We've just been going on this, like... tragic story about this girl being missing and no one giving a shit. And then Ozzy just goes through a psychosis. Zoya's face is happy. Zoya's face is calm, surprised, scared, angry. Tosia's the girl who, like, left a couple years ago, too. What? I stumble back. What is this? What is this? My vision's clear. I look around. It's all the same. It's a prank. There's no one's here. It's a prank. Karin. Yes, it's him. Oh, he was nervous. He was walking the opposite direction. He was looking around. Suspicious. Wow, it's quite a prank. You sure outdid yourself. How did you set it up? I wonder how you did this, Garen. Please tell me I'm dumb. I can't figure it out. This is really amazing. You're amazing. You're gonna really help me out today, Vadim. Today I set out to fall deeper than before. To fall deeper in love. Girl, what? Right now I'm so full of love. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I'm so grateful my fingers won't stop shaking. Thank you, Vadim. I won't forget this till the day I die. The window still won't let me peer inside. It's way too bright, so all I see is my own silhouette. The snowfall's neither harsh nor light, because there is no snowfall, only snow. No, I don't even think it's Vadim she's after. She's just happy she's able to love the world more. When I looked in the mirror, I saw, oh god. I don't think this is because of Ira. Remember, her friend Tosia was the one that left years ago. We don't know what happened to Tosia. We assume she moved away, but like it's never really like talked about it. No. I misunderstood. Who said I can't peer inside? That's me. That's me behind the glass. I'm looking in and looking out at the same time. I'm looking in and looking out the window. I see. What do you see, Azia? What do you see from inside the sealed body shop? The same thing you see from the outside, Azia. The same blue sky. The same infinity. The same unfashionable coat. Oh! What was that? That's... It smells of oil. The air's so thick, I feel like I'm choking. Ugh. I feel like I have grit under my nails. My hands are cold. It's dark. Am I covered in dirt? Everything is lined with sour dust, as if the void sticks to my skin and coats inside my mouth and lungs. You left for a second? What the fuck? Psychosis! This girl just had a mental breakdown. I don't know if literally or not. I don't know what's going on. It's almost enough to make me puke. Come, take... Yeah. Two. When that... He... What are they saying? Are they addressing me? Do they know that I'm here? Are they laughing? The voices have become completely intelligible. The wall between us is becoming thicker by the second. I have to cry out to them. Maybe this time. Nothing comes out. Or does it? It's like my words collapse against a wall before they reach them. A wall? That's right. It's a dark metal wall. A closed door. A lock firmly shut. I've been banging against it, yelling, all to no avail. My body's too soft. My words are too weak. My outline's too blurry. Of course I can't break through. I'm no more than a shadow. A dirty, dusty, grimy shadow that reeks of petroleum and sweat. Why is a shadow afraid of the dark? A raindrop shouldn't fear the ocean. A fragment shouldn't fear the whole. Perhaps it didn't know it was a shadow. It lived too long thinking it was something so much more solid. It believed the notion of agency existed in its world. What a naive little shadow that was. The time has come for it to face the truth. The blurry shadow slumps down, head against the wall. The voices are a muffled mess. There's no need to pay it any mind. Soon, the shadow won't have the ears to hear them with. Soon, the shadow doesn't have to concern itself with anything. The smell of oil is sharp, but soon, there won't be anything to smell. The floor is cold, but soon there won't be anything to touch it. The pain is piercing, but soon there won't be anything to feel. It's a good deal, isn't it? The shadow doesn't resist anymore. The void opens small. Get out. Huh? What? My head tilts upward. A clear voice. So clear it's like the words spoken right into my ear. Who? I spin around. A window! Was it always there? Pale light seeps through the frost. The thin glass barrier is impossibly far. But maybe I can... No, I have to. I stumble and grope my way through the darkness. Ah. My hand strikes against something cold and heavy. What's that? Metal? A tool? Doesn't matter. Something to grab onto. The weight steadies me. Well, this thing sure is hefty. Or maybe I'm just out of shape. No, that's not true. I do have a shape. My body's a stabby form. Of course it does. Because my hand is firmly clasped around the wrench. I feel its temperature, weight, and texture. It's there. I'm there. My arm rises. If this doesn't work, it's gonna be really embarrassing. Embarrassing? Who cares? You either do or you don't. It's simple as that. That's right. It is that simple. My arm swings down. You. Who are... Yeah? Okay. So I'm guessing we're just gonna ignore everything that happened there. One thing I'm realizing... So, okay. This is my schizo theory. This is my, like, huge schizo theory. We know they're all researchers here. We know that Ira was getting medication for, like, her entire symptoms and everything. We know that Marina has somehow cured herself of something and that Garen was after it. What if the kids are all part of a social experiment? Because it wouldn't be wild, especially, like, in the late 1900s. That, like, last 50 years, you hear a lot of weird experiments going on to figure out, like, about the human mind and personalities. And many of them did involve children. So, what if these kids, like, it is one of those situations, and Ira was taken out because she was an outlier. They had their own version of MK Ultra. I would not be shocked. There was a lot of like crazy experiments that were done, including on babies and everything. So they said researchers. I assumed space race or anything like that, because she was a liability or because she was an outlier. If you have a personality disorder, that can kind of mess with your entire situation. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't even think it's post-World War II, because even before, ethics and science have not always gone together. Especially as we learned, it sounds cruel to say, but without some of those experiments, we wouldn't have realized how brutal they are. And that sounds like really mean to say, but in hindsight, we can say like, oh yeah, obviously that would mess someone up. That's something that we learned along the way, as cruel as it is. So, oh, there were humans' capacity for cruelty in the name of discovery is incredible. And that's what I'm gonna say in regards to that. What happened? What happened? But yeah, that is what I'm gonna go ahead and say that, like, that's my guess about where this is going so far. I think Ira was taken out because she was not good in the experiment. And I think, like, everybody else, we're gonna find out what's happening the closer and closer as they get older. Man, the constant dark is making me depressed already. I hate this time of year. Is it that bad? It's not like there's no light at all. You call that light? It's dingy mist all afternoon. I feel like I got shoved into a smokestack. Can you go crazy from vitamin D deficiency? More depressed. Do people die from that? Yes. I don't think so. And, personally, I find it rather nice. Everything looks so gentle. But it makes me all moody. Guides made fun of me for that. Can you imagine? Isn't it normal to feel down when you're not getting any sun? Yes. I hear it's pretty common. Yes. You wilt like a sad little flower. Exactly! You're so right. I am a gentle rose freezing to death. I waste away. No photosynthesis, no water, no nothing. There. You'll get your sunlight soon. Not until the end of winter I won't. Anyway, I wonder how we haven't run into you yesterday. I thought we'd see you by the library or something. Oh, I went to the outskirts. It's really, serene out there. Serene, you say? Yes. It's like a little dim right now, but it's very beautiful too. Huh. I thought of going there this time of year. Bit too cold for walks, you know? Yeah, I understand. But hey, maybe I'm missing something. Like the season's charm and all. Huh? Hey, maybe I'll tag along sometime. I could use a change of scenery. That would be great. Please do, whenever. Yay. Then count me in. You know, our recent hangouts have been kind of sucky. Oh. Not with you, with my friends. Some of them have these stupid curfews now. Half of us had to go home by 7. 7! Can you believe that? Oh. Wow. Why now? Parents are worried because Ira's gone. That's a red flag. I mean, I get it, but it's been 4 days. Yeah. No news on your end, I figure. Nothing. Sounds like a control group. Oh, Bree, no! No, you can't let my schizo theory be true. I think the control group would be the ones that are not told to, like, the curfew. Marina's face darkens. She sighs. The adults organize a search party this weekend. Maybe you've heard? No. My dad was home. Mom too. I see. Well, my brother went. And? She shakes her head. As expected. If the search party found anything, it would have already been the talk of the town. It's comforting in a way. They found Ira's body after so long. No, I'd rather not think about that. You know what I've been thinking? That she left the city? No! She has to be at someone's place. Ah. Of course, this possibility also crossed my mind. That is! Yeah, honestly. If this isn't like my schizo theory. There's been so many disappearances where people are later found like decades later being held in like somebody's basement by a neighbor or something. Which to me it's insane that you could just be 20 feet from someone that you're looking for and never know. But all the arguments in the favor sounded either too morbid or far-fetched. Do you mean she was kidnapped? I don't know. She could be staying her own accord. But where would that be? I can't think of anyone Ira would trust that much. Well, there's the two of us for starters. Huh? We're the last two people who saw her, right? Who's to say one of us ain't guilty? But we weren't that close. And Ira, she's not in my apartment. How do I know you're telling the truth? But Marina, I don't like this joke. Sorry. I'm just speaking from the point of view of an investigation. Ask me the same thing. I'll stumble the same way. That only means you prove my innocence would be a house search. I kinda have a theory on what's going on. You do? Yep. It's more of a hunch the more I think about it. Marina looks around. I don't like whispering about stuff like this at school, though. You know what? How about I call you later? Oh, like in the evening? Yeah. Can I have your number? Yes, of course. Pull out a scrap of paper and scratch the digits into the dull pencil. Thanks. I have some plans for that, so I'll dial you back as soon as I'm back. Won't be too late with everyone getting dragged home at baby hours. Does 8 sound good? Sure. I'm going to the library anyway. Have fun out there. Kids, that's how you get a girl's number? Okay. So, if you want a girl's number, make sure there's like a tragedy that occurs in your town. You're like, huh, maybe you're to blame. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just thinking as an investigator. Maybe if I have your number, we can talk about it later. Convoluted USSR plan. Sure. I'm sure as hell try. You have an, enriching experience. Oh well, thanks. Hekatos! Welcome in! You cannot get your cosplay done by Fan Expo? That's okay! Because you'll get it done by the next one, and if you don't go to any except for Fan Expo, you'll have it next year. And it'll even be even better. It happens, that's okay. Just don't give up on it, okay? Marina runs off. Man. Now I have to wait until evening to find out. I wanted to wind down a little after school, but now I'll be a little restless. Well, maybe not. Haven't visited the library in a long while. Maybe that's why I've been so stressed out in the past months. It's always nice and quiet there. I'm sure it'll help me relax. I make my way back to class. Hey, Shabina. Hey. Did we, like, have no homework? Your notebook's empty. No. No, we did. I'm pretty sure. Well, where is it? Nowhere. I didn't do it. I was surprised how I'm rolling for the whole group. That's okay. I'm also a little shocked. Oh. Is somebody getting rebellious? Yeah, exactly. You got to do your best instead of rejecting the rush job. You got this, man. I look forward to hearing how it goes for next time, alright? No, it just slipped my mind. Huh, classic. Right? Taking some time off for yourself is great and all, but you gotta come up with a better excuse. I'm serious, though. Really? Yes? Huh. Well, you know, that's good. It'd be pretty selfish of you to start ditching homework altogether. Huh? We all rely on you, you know. Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What would we do without you? Hear that? The people need you, Shabina. Okay. We'll forgive you this time. But don't get used to it. Anyways. Lakin! What? Pass the notes. The Russian ones? No, fucking Japanese. You're supposed to be smart, aren't you? Okay, there. I really did forget. After yesterday's prank, my head was all over the place. Girl, what do you mean prank? You mean your psychotic break? This girl. I think that was sarcasm. That was complete sarcasm. Really? School was the last thing on my mind. Although, that does remind me. I turned towards the boys, who are now preoccupied with copying Lakin's homework. The bottom? He clicks his tongue. You see I'm busy? Yes, but shut up! He briefly glances at me. Me on my way to give the classmates wrong answers intentionally? Real. No, I don't think that's it. I think it's more just harder to, like, read sarcasm through typing. He briefly glanced at me. If you want something, ask me later. Okay. The bell rings as Garen finishes his notes, so I don't get the chance to ask him. Not until the lesson ends. At least, the teacher doesn't check my homework. She's used to me always having it prepared. I feel like I've just abused someone's trust a little. After the lesson is done, I catch up to Garen in the hallway. What? I wanted to ask you about yesterday. Yesterday? His face twitches and he looks back at his friends. The hell are you talking about? I saw you in the street, so... What's this about? It's whatever. You go on ahead, guys. Alright, see ya. Garen turns toward me. Before I can understand what's going on, I feel my side hitting the wall. Ow! What the fuck did you see? He dragged me. No, more like he threw me behind the nearest corner. What the fuck did you see, Shabina? What do you want? I saw you walking from there, so I know you did that. The prank. What? The prank at the car repair. I just want to know how you managed to do that. And also how you knew. What? What prank? What do you want about? I know you did that! Don't pretend! I saw you walking, looking guilty. It's okay. I think it's a pretty funny prank. I mean, I'd rather you didn't prank me like that anymore, but I've never seen anything like it. How did you do that? It was like a magic trick. Magic? The hell? Shabina, are you high? The hell do you think I did? Change the schedule. The one on the door at car repair shop. I saw it. Why would I do that? Come on, Bottom. I know it's just one of your jokes. If you don't want me to, I won't tell anyone. It's just that it's pretty obvious. I just want to understand how you knew about that. Karin takes a step back, looking at me up and down. Are you? Did you have a weird dream or something? No! Why can't you just answer me? Second you realize that everyone around you is just psychosis based. She's coping so hard it hurts. She's trying to comprehend the world, and like, this girl does not want to accept that she might have some type of disorder. Then again, she might not even know what that is. We do not know her entire education or knowledge. He sighs and runs his hand through his hair. I know you don't get out much, but stores change their working hours all the time. It's freaking normal. No, not like that. It's not about the hours. I want to know. How did you know I'd be going there? How did you know about Tosia? He stares at me as if he's confused. I feel bad for her too. As if he doesn't get it. But I know he does. He's just pretending not to for some reason. But no psychology? At the end of the day, it doesn't benefit them. Like, let's be honest, psychology isn't something that's been respected for a long time, and even to this day, it's not very respected. Especially in many cultures, so I'm not shocked. Karen's afraid he'll get in trouble for messing up the metal plate. Duh, of course. That has to be it. He really didn't think this one through, did he? Okay, I don't know what happened, but you're talking nonsense. He turns away. Thanks for wasting my time, I guess. He's leaving. He's going back to the hallway. No, he can't go. Wait! I grab onto his sleeve. He shakes me off. Damn it, get off me! I said I have no clue what you're babbling about! But Tosias... I don't know any fucking Tosias! Wait. How does no one know about Tosia when she moved away and everyone in this town, except for her, who's kind of an outcast, knows everybody? Either Tosia's not real, an imaginary that's an imaginary friend, could be a split personality. Is this how she was coping with the, like, horrible loneliness? He walks off hastily, as if I were contagious. Why? This doesn't make sense. Really quickly, let me, like, quick save. Garen has never had any issues admitting to a prank. Did he take pride in pulling them off? So, if he's managed something so elaborate, shouldn't he brag about it to the boys? Why is he so dead set on playing dumb? Sure seemed like he had something in mind when I mentioned seeing him across the street. So, it's not like I made anything up. Yet he's scared of being charged for defacing the timetable. He's quite a bit overboard with this whole awful oblivious act, isn't he? No. Maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong angle. I'm being too cynical. I'm expecting too little of this kind, beautiful world. Garen might not be thinking about himself at all. I didn't even consider this possibility. But what if he's feeling isn't fear? What if it's regret? Also, I just realized she's an unreliable narrator. So I wonder how many things aren't true. Yeah, I feel really bad for her. This girl is like on that psychosis kick. It never happened before. He's never been one to show remorse. Why should he? It's all just harmless games. But maybe he realized that yesterday was a little too much? So when he saw how scared I got, he chose not to tell anyone. He thought it would be better to act like it never happened. Just like those boys did. Of course he never apologized. There's nothing to apologize for. But not gloating about it. For Garen, it's as good as saying sorry. Garen, it must have taken so much from you. Is that why you look nervous? You were already doubting yourself, regretting your actions to be fled with the your actions as you fled the crime scene. I'm sorry. I didn't understand your feeling right away. What do you mean, therapist? This is 1986 Russia. Also, her parents, one's a researcher, and one she feels sorry for, and like pities. So something's wrong with her mom. She just avoids her home like the plague. There is something seriously wrong with that. Yeah, it's 1986. This is the Soviet Union. There is no therapist. Sorry, I didn't understand what you're feeling right away. I didn't get why you denied it so frequently. But it's okay. I see it now. I didn't hear the conversation with Marina. That's also a false statement. But if I pretend it's true, if I didn't do anything with that information, if I don't change the way I see either of them, then it becomes a reality. Unreliable narrator even to herself. Oh, it's been dark from the... Brother, what do you mean this took a dark turn for the worse? Literally starts with the girl missing. Lying through optimism? I'm telling you, it's toxic positivity. That cannot be objectively disproven. Nothing happened at the car repair shop. If both me and Garen believe that, if both of us act like that is the truth, it will become just that. Gorbachev has not yet made his Pizza Hut commercial. Jesus Christ, man. That's incredible. I would have never thought he'd do something like that. I didn't know he understood such things. I'm not sure how he learned about Tosia saving me. Or how he knew that I'd go there again. I'm sure he heard about the incident, but... I suppose stuff like that's not important anymore. Oh, we knew this girl has been struggling. You offered me the option to undo what happened yesterday. It's very special coming from someone like you. I appreciate the sentiment. I won't refuse. Thank you for that, Vadim. Thank you so much. The town library. It feels like ages since I've last visited here. Objectively, it's very small. My mind involuntarily compared it to the Lenin Library in Moscow. I was blown away by the sheer sight during our 6th grade field trip. In contrast, this tiny reading hall borders on being claustrophobic. Also, yeah, I think that itself tells you how privileged she is. Because that's a big trip. Oh, they all are absolutely struggling. Its walls are the same shade of green as the school cafeteria, the corridor of the children's clinic. And yet, I still feel right at home. The book selection isn't huge, and I've read through pretty much everything I was interested in multiple times. But it's quality over quantity kind of thing. We have some wonderful editions of the classics. I've heard most small-town libraries get low-quality prints, so I suppose where our closed town privilege comes in. I wonder if the same applies to cinema. I'm too shy to watch movies all alone, so I don't know a lot about the local lineup. I should ask Marina about that. I mean, we know that even though the Cold War is going on, you're getting American flicks. So, definitely some privilege there. Azyenka! Long time no see. Where have you been, sweetheart? Hello, Lilia Ivanova. I'm sorry, I've been getting out more. Oh, that's lovely. Don't apologize. I've always said, a young girl like you shouldn't spend all days cramped up in here. But I like being cramped up in here. She might be able to watch Die Hard at the cinema. I missed it. Lilia Ivanova smiles. She's a librarian. It's not like we're particularly close. We just exchange some pleasantries when I come by. So I didn't expect her to be happy to see me again. Suppose she doesn't get too many visitors. I feel a pang of guilt deep in my chest. Bro, I don't know. I would have expected it to be VHS. Really quickly, when did VHS become a thing? No, it could have been VHS. The first VHS came out in like mid-70s. 1976. So it could have been VHS. What the fuck is Betamax? Oh, okay, so that was also in the mid-70s and it was competing with the VHS. Okay. She is a long way away from Nacho Libre. But, Aliens? Could she have watched Aliens? Aliens came out in 1986! She could have watched it! It could have been a new film! No, this is 1986! And then, okay, I was looking at Aliens. Alien itself came out in 1979. So, they could have watched both of those. Okay, okay. Anyway, let's get back to the, like, actual thing. Back to the Future from 85. They could have had some bangers. Jurassic Park, Jaws. You know, she could have seen some bangers. Which one? We don't know. I know she said that like an American film was like being brought in. I want to know which one now. Actually, do you have Angelic by Anne Golan? Oh dear, I'm afraid we don't. But you know, my daughter used to love those books a lot. I'll ask if I can lend you a few volumes. Oh, you don't have to. Please, it's no trouble at all. You're a sweet girl. I'm sure she won't mind. Yeah, thank you so much. Scarecrow? Really quickly, let me look something up. Nah, okay, that wasn't out. Scarecrow? Scarecrow? Yeah, you could have seen Scarecrow. Of course. Oh, gee. I feel even worse for not stopping by. Next time I'll bring Lilia Ivana back to chocolates. I browse the shelves. Oh, she did say she watched it! My bad. It's a bit shame I can't see what Angelique is all about. But I'm not really in the mood for something like that, if I'm being honest. I want to read something familiar. Something easy. Something like 100 Years Ahead by Kur Bulichev. That does not seem like something easy. Perfect. I sit at my usual spot. It's probably embarrassing to read children's books at my age. Oh, okay, it's probably like a... Okay. But I don't want anything heavy today. I don't want anything sad. I've read this one so many times before. Alright, girl. Well, it's not out yet, but like in a couple of decades, and like by a couple I mean 40, you should really check Project Hail Mary. That one's a banger. Read this one too many times before. So many times before. If I were caught by Nazis and the only way to live was to recite a passage from this book, I'd probably survive. Why would the Nazis want that? Instead of watching them suffer? Real. Look, man. There's some bangers that she could have watched, okay? That's all I'm saying. Listen, it's a hypothetical situation. Oh, right. There was this adaptation made last year. Everyone really liked it. I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm glad more people saw the story. But that's not how I imagine stuff from the book at all. Ugh, another annoying thing. Now I just want to keep imagining the movie version as I read. Crap. I need to keep the way I've always pictured it in mind. I need to really focus. My concentration increases with each flip of the page. Things change and that's okay. I need to keep the futuristic tech in mind. I need to keep the future world in mind. I need to keep the present world in mind. I need to keep the aliens in mind. I need to keep the Mylophone in mind. I need to keep everyone's face in mind. I need to keep Verter's face in mind. I need to keep Koilia's face in mind. I need to keep Alice's face in mind. I need to keep Tosia's face in mind. Okay. I need to keep her face in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Gah! This isn't helping me relax at all. Shut the book and slump down on the table. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to read this. Okay, so imaginary friend from her favorite book comes to talk to her because she's lonely. I wanted something that I wouldn't think too hard about. Well, it's no biggie. kids section has plenty of other stuff. I get up and grab something else. And a fairy tale will do. Morosco. This is a really good addition. Something about it always fascinated me in a way that I was hard to place. Perhaps it was the tone. The folk version had a more morbid ending compared to the published story. That's how it often is with fairy tales. But this retelling, something about it always felt off to me, even when I read through it as a little kid. It just felt like the text was covering up something I shouldn't see. Are you warm, my lass? I am, Morosco, Mashenka responded, shivering. Morosco leaned in lower, cracking and clicking. I really think children like being scared. Even when there's no reason to, they'll try their hardest to come up with one. You can stare at the beautiful book illustrations and refuse to trust it. You can read a short and sweet cautionary tale and imagine something horrific. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? I am, Morosco, Mareshka responded, teeth chattering from the cold. The frost grew stronger. The girl's cheek burned bright red. She breathed white mist. Her fingertips barely moved. Are we all thrill seekers as children? Maybe it's a simple survival instinct. Always prepare yourself for the worst. Always imagine a scary face staring from the dark. Always think twice about what hides behind a smile. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? Are you warm, my dear? Oh, so warm, Morosco, the girl responded, her voice growing silent. No, that doesn't sound right. What a depressing life would it be to always have to scare ourselves into experiencing its best moments. At least I'm not like that anymore. Oh, okay. I don't imagine scary things where there are none. Because I know the world better than Aunt. I know there's way more to love than there is to despise or fear. But it's not some impulsive emotional choice. No, it's the only rational conclusion to everything. Then Morosco took pity on the girl. He wrapped Mashenka in a heavy fur coat, covered her in a blanket of snow, and warmed her up. Right. I'm flipping through this one stunning picture to another. This is far more enjoyable than the original. The folktale's predictable. It's so simple and crude, it's underwhelming. The poor girl respects the rules of the ritual and lives. The bad girl breaks the rules and rides back to her mother as a frozen corpse. It's an interesting piece of folklore. But the idea of it, I'm not sure what kind of modern kid could glean from that. Maybe Garin was right. I am getting rebellious. Although, if we look at Morosco, the entity, as if he were the extension of the universe's will. Oh, I think I'm getting it. The real meaning, of course. That's what it is. Morosco is the natural order. It's the will of the world. Yes, you may fear it. You can find yourself in a situation with any positive feeling towards it may seem possible. But you must gather all your strength to love it still. And then, you will surely be rewarded. Yes, yes, yes! How have I never noticed it before? Been beating me over the head all along. Now I see. In that sense, it's an incredible story. In that sense, every child across the world has got to read it. Girl! Oh my god! I know, like, you're not gonna get any help, but you need it! Oh my god! Strat, welcome in! There's no Oshi here. Just a little guy. What is wrong with this girl? Oh my god! Care to give a simple story so far in a nutshell? Girl goes missing. Girl being bullied, who saw her, like, looked up to her because she helped her, is basically Delulu and constantly toxic positivity, going through psychosis, actively going through a breakdown, but she's like trying to figure out why nobody wants to really find her and why no one really cares, and at the same time being part of the problem. The girl who went missing, her best friend, is also like, for her own reasons and reasons she's trying to help, it's a kind of like balance thing, not exactly helping the situation. The cast consists of gay girl, gone girl, green girl, and guy. And chud. Not guy, and chud. He's the bully, but like... so far, like, for a big chunk of that, the story was just figuring out what is wrong, what happened to this girl. And then out of nowhere, this Delulu girl just started having psychosis. I don't know what's fully going on. I'm sorry, Strat. I wish I could give you, like, a better, like, recap. Girl Delulu. That's all I can say. I look down at the page I've never seen before. Seems like good Dave turned off the monitor and hang out with the ducks are asleep. I don't want them to see this shit. They don't have to know about the Soviet Union, the Cold War. Nah. I mean, they already have their own trauma going on, because, like, ducks are brutal, but, like, they don't need to see this shit. It's Morosko and Mashenka, and every other character's face smiling wide and looking right at me. Pretty sure Sok was part of the war, where apparently Udon's worse. Udon's a little bit worse. I did it. I got the message. The lesson you've been trying to get through to me all these years. I finally understood it. This is my little celebration. This is my acknowledgement. Today I've realized something very good and important. I stare at the page. I've never seen this page, and I am filled with gratitude. This never before seen page. What do you mean this never before seen page? I know that it's just for me and my eyes only. Girl! Girl! Nobody in the world but me has seen those smiles. What an incredible honor. I'm such a lucky girl. Goodbye, Lilia Ivonkova. Oh? Goodbye, Asya. Stay safe. Of course I'll be safe. Because I've got this amazing blessing, this acknowledgement on my side. I'll be okay no matter what. She's next. She's next to go missing. Oh, I don't think I missed my tea enough. Oh, that's a lot of honey. Oh. No, remember, Marina's gonna call her. Hello? Evening! I hear Marina's cheery voice on the other end of the phone. Good evening, Marina. You're late. Huh? What do you mean? It's basically 8. It's 1:15. Maybe I should have been the one to call. Sorry. I wasn't aware we're on a timer. We have Thai tea. We have some Thai tea for today and some water. Is this a lesson in not chasing others' validation? I think it's more a lesson that being positive isn't always good. Because, like, she's an unreliable narrator, even to herself. If something bad happens, she will trick herself into saying, no, it didn't. I'm not going to address it, so it didn't happen. So, I think this is a lesson that, like... yeah, it's not good. Yeah, only the tea. I didn't want to... I didn't have any condensed milk or anything like that, so I just made the tea. Plus, I mean, I think condensed milk would be horrible for doing a story right now. Dairy is, like, horrendous for your throat when you're, like, reading. Being a little late is fashionable, you know? I'm not very fashionable. Well, you can always change that. And be late. For starters. You can always make your hair all wild. Ever seen Natsia from my class? She has this crazy perm. I I don't know how to do that. When something goes bad, she pretends like it's just a silly thing that happened. I did Thai tea just because I didn't want to use my loose leaf tea because I didn't want to like find a tea ball. That's the main reason. Although lemon, I'm not a huge fan of lemon tea. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I think my dad would kill me. You go to a salon for it. I kind of want to get one. Lev says I look stupid, but what does he know? That guy dresses like a total schlub. Isn't she worried he could hear her? Oh, right. How was your library trip? Oh, well, it was a library trip. It was good. Come on, at least try to make it sound interesting. Well, I'm kidding. You don't have to. It was enlightening. Perhaps everything I believed until today was wrong. Yes, but not for the reason you think. I'm just not a big fan of citrus. I love sour things. Because, like, sour is good. But, like, lemon is sweet. Lemon's not that sour. It's pretty sweet. No, I actually don't have my Arcanite's teacup because it's small. I use a big tea mug because I'm going to be here for a few hours. That's the main reason. Lemons are pretty sweet. Like, lime is much more of a sour thing, but, like, there's not many sour things in nature. Because, like, if I want sour, like, maybe you can mix some grapes with citric acid. But lemons itself are more on the sweeter side. But the me you're speaking to right now is much wiser and braver than the person before. The trip was pivotal. It was monumental. Whoa. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Never underestimate the quiet types, they say. Wait! Okay! Do you guys know about limes and, like, Mexico? I just realized that, like, that might explain it. Like, we'll just eat limes. Like, the lime itself. I don't know if you guys know that. Yeah, so it's not sour to me. Lemons are kind of sweet to me. My palate is just fucked. I mean, it's not sour. The same way where, like, many spicy things aren't spicy. Oh, there's the reason. To a normal person, lemon is sour. To a Mexican, it's sweet. It's sweet! I don't know what to tell you. It's sweet. Like, if you put a lemon and a lime in front of me, and, like, you tell me to put in a soup, I'm gonna go for the lime because, like, the lemon is sweet. The lime is, like, more closer to sour, and it's still not sour. Lemons are sweet! It is! I swear! They're sweet! I swear! That's your Mexican genes. I swear, I swear. Thank God it's just you. No, I swear! Lemons are sweet! I swear, I swear. I don't think there's anything in nature that's actually sour. I think, like, if you want actual sour things, you have to get into synthetics. Lemons are sweet! I'm moving on. How was your hangout? Unless you're a taco person, wild. Lemons are sweet. They're sweet, man. Neither pivotal nor monumental, I'm afraid. Sat at the cafe, looked at some magazines. This game makes the streamer also Delulu! No! It's like pretty sweet. Like obviously it's more sour than let's say a strawberry or something, but like it's sweet. Got the new Rovens. Read that one? Oh no, I read The Young Naturalist and Coaster. Pfft. That does sound like you. What's that supposed to mean? Sorry. Didn't mean in a bad way. But I mean, aren't you curious about something more, grown up? I read grown up stuff all the time. Oh yeah? Like what? I have never been more insulted. Books. Dad's newspapers, Mom's magazines. Oh, so mature. But, well, what mature stuff do you read, Marina? The good stuff. Rovesnik, Work Shift, Robotnika, Fashion of the Socialist Republics. How's the last one mature? You know what, Eska? I gotta lend you some of those. You'll love them. I don't know. I'm not really into... No, I'm serious! You're gonna love Work Shift. This crazy story about a drug killer last month. You have to check it out. There was one about a foreign prostitute or something a couple issues ago, too. I'll look for it. Those do sound really interesting. Alright. I'm not sure my dad will like me reading that, though. That's so. Well then, we can read it together. Really? Yeah. I'll bring some this week. Okay. I don't know. Look, man, if chat reflected the streamer, they would understand that, like, it's sweet. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. To be honest, I've been curious about those publications for a while. Last year, I even bought myself an issue of Rovesnik. I read all of it in one sitting. But then Dad found out and, well, it wasn't worth it. I guess I could just buy the issues and read them right away. Then, I could throw them away. But that sounds really wasteful. Oh! Maybe I could donate them to the library? That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Although, if Marina will share her magazines with me, I might as well save my allowance. Right, so, let's get back on topic. Spice is good! Okay, Punchy? Look, man. You're just saying that because you come from a country that doesn't season stuff. Once again, I don't... it's more construction workers to bring up electrolytes. But, like... all I'm gonna say is... you won't eat your country's... let's say barbecue. That makes your palate more pure. It makes your palate more childish. Another case of going around the world and having so many seasonings and not using it. The reason I called you. Yes. There's a long pause on the other end of the phone. Almost as if Marina was bracing herself. Remember our talk about Ira's condition? Of course. Of course. Well, here's the thing. I told you how Ira would get into these states when she isn't quite there. Usually, she could snap out of those. Took some time, maybe a couple of minutes, maybe even hours. But she got over it. And, as time went on, grew more and more difficult. The treatment helped. Those pills acted like stabilizers. So it was like the pits of her mind were more shallow. They still form, but they became easier to manage, easier to climb. And when Ira stopped taking them, it was like being dropped into the middle of a canyon. I'm about to. Let me Google this. Oh! It might be the type of lemon I get. That's what it might be. Because apparently, like, the lemon I get, or the ones that I buy, are Mayer lemons, which are a cross between a lemon and a mandarin. Sugar lemon? No, those, okay, limas, those are different. Those are delicious. Those are 100% sweet. And if anyone tells me that limas are not sweet, we're gonna fight. But apparently Meyer lemons, okay, that makes sense. They're less like acidic and are much sweeter. Yeah, the mandarins are sweet. Bitch! Okay, so a true lemon isn't, but the one I get that's called a Mayer lemon apparently is. Now you know what, I'm still gonna test this though. But like, if you guys haven't tried limas, which I don't even know how to like, I think it's called just sweet lemon. It's still lemon and it's sweet. Watch me have like an actual lemon and it's just still sweet. We'll find out. We're gonna get back to this. But anyway, let's continue this. Marina paused. The way she spoke sounded as if she had to force out every word, made worse by muffled receiver. Panda, hello! And that's just half the problem. There's more? When you stay in that state for too long, you begin to deteriorate. Huh? The human brain isn't made to handle that sort of stress. As a result, I want you to know, Strat, that like auto-translate to panda soup. So as a result, our consciousness, our higher functions start to decay. In other words, we gradually lose what makes us human. I don't know if it's irreversible, but from all I've heard, that's how it is. That's funny. I feel a cold lump in my throat. Higher functions deteriorating? Losing what makes us human? Just what? What kind of hell of illness is that? One you probably have. When we saw Ira that day, it seemed like she'd been out of it for hours. There's a high chance that didn't snap out of it soon after. Her consciousness began to fall apart. But here's the thing. She couldn't have run off in such a state. Finding a place to hide would also be extremely difficult. She wouldn't be capable of coming up with a covert hiding spot. At least not anything that multiple search parties would manage to overlook. So, what do you think she did? She went home. You know how walking home can kind of feel like autopilot? Not something you need to actively think about. So, even if Ira became completely dazed, it's very probable she still found her way home. That's funny. That's actually really funny. So you're just calling everybody a soup. Although it must have taken her a while. I don't get it. She was declared missing the same evening. She came back. Why would they file the report? I think they really did believe she disappeared. I told you. It could have taken her a very long time. Hours even. Yura's mind was in tangles. She likely had no clue how long it took. So, what you're saying is, Yura's parents filed a missing report when she didn't come home as usual. That was probably late at night. Yeah, the report was filed somewhere after 2300. Then, after they called the police, Yura returned. Yep. So why wouldn't they call off the report? She sighs. Well, that's the nasty part. Huh? Let's say Ira showed up a couple hours later. At 1, maybe 2, something like that. Consider the state she would be at that point. Consider how Ira kept her condition secret. How she avoided both her home and public places. For all we know, it was her parents' first time seeing her like that. And if it was an extreme state, head hanging low, blabbering nonsense, legs unstable, well, first they probably thought she was drunk or high. They screamed at her, they demanded to know what she was doing, where, with whom. But then they'd stop. They'd realize something was wrong. Maybe they'd feel it in their gut. Something about the way she slumped against the chair, or the way that she kept muttering nonsense, or the way that both her eyes seemed to glow over and alert at the same time. It had to be unsettling. Actually, wasn't it declared that pandas are no longer endangered? Let me look this up. Let me look at this. Yeah, they're no longer endangered. Nah. We all know the Mexican pandas keeping all of them alive. No, more like really freaking scary. Panda will make it endangered again. He's gonna make his brethren into soup. So, they might have panicked. Panicked? Well, maybe that's the wrong word. They tried to be rational. A panic kind of rational. Do you remember our talk at the cafe? Yes. Their family has a reputation to uphold. Whatever remains of it, at least. Their daughter's already a problem child. The difficult, unstable one of the bunch. What do you think people would say if the hero was coming home looking like she shot up God knows what substance? Better yet, returning way past midnight, mumbling like a lunatic. You're not saying that. I'm saying that it would be inconvenient. It would be exacerbated every problem the family already had. In their minds, the best short-term solution would be to wait it out. Wait for her to come down from whatever drug she was on. They would announce that she returned only when she was presentable. But if she never came down, they probably thought she'd be okay by morning. But if not, well, then wouldn't they take Ira to the hospital? I doubt they would. They wouldn't want the public to see her in such a state. And Ira's mother's a nurse. She'd probably try to handle it herself. But that's... Wouldn't they say that she was sick or something? Why keep the report? She came home under suspicious circumstances. Perhaps they thought it would be better to come up with something first. They thought they'd at least let her recover, then declare she's back. Before they knew it, a couple days had already passed. Calling off the report like that so quick would also be pretty embarrassing, you know? That's still... This all sounds a little far-fetched, but also, I can't deny the possibility. I don't know Ira's parents personally, but even I'm aware how dire their reputation is. Would they really go this far to protect it? Yes! People have done worse! Are people really capable of things like this? Yes! Crap. Crap indeed. Also, horrible idea to do it over the phone. Because, like... absolutely a chance that those are tapped if they're researchers in a facility. Really bad idea. Yeah, exactly. But if everything is as you said it is, and Ira still hasn't come down, that means, yes, her condition is only getting worse. We have to do something! I look around. The TV's still playing in the living room. For a couple of seconds, I stare at the door, holding my breath. Azia? You good there? Yes. I'm sorry. It's okay. I just need to be quieter. Oh, I see. But yeah, I agree. I've tried calling their place before, but it's either no response or one of her parents. So that's useless. I also thought we could ask for Tolik. But we gotta skip school for that. Why? He goes to kindergarten. The only time we could talk to him alone was when the kids are let out to play. But that would overlap with their lessons. I can't really skip. That's fine. I can. Really? Sure. Lev will get a call, but it's no biggie. If you say so. Yeah, I'll go there. Still, there's no guarantee that asking him will work. So, I'd like to go to Ira's place, see how things are with my own eyes. Yes, that would be smart! But I think it might work better if I'm not alone. You want me to tag along? If you don't mind. We can meet there after classes end. You have how many lessons? 5. Okay, great. 12:30 at the gate. You in? Of course I'm in. Awesome. Then I'll see you there? Yes, see you. Oh, wait! Can I write your number down as well? Yeah, of course. I mark it down in the notepad I've been doodling in. Okay, got it. Now, you can annoy my brother all you want. I'd never! I'm just joshing. Good night, Azia. Good night. Beep. The handset gently clicks against the cradle. Yeah, we're ending after the scene. I'm home again. The clock is softly ticking from the hallway. The TV continues to mutter from the living room. I look down at the shapes I scribbled absentmindedly during the conversation. The cross-hatching got really dense in parts. I don't remember focusing that much. I don't think I was meaning to draw anything. I don't think I was yet. When I look at the shape more closely, when I scan its dark blurry outline, my eyes glide over its hunched back, then down at the wave of the hair, then deeper, closer towards where the face is meant to be. I don't think so. Azia... What Azia has and what Ira had might be different. The shadows shining are much too heavy. There's just one thing that mine can parse. Two things. I smile as Ira's frightened eyes are locked within mine. I miss you. I really, really miss you. Alright, I think that's probably a good place to stop. Because I don't think, unless we're going to get into a breakdown. Okay, perfect. Perfect, that was a great place to stop. So we'll go back to this tomorrow. Once again, tomorrow, if we don't finish it, we're going to take a break. Friday, we're going to go ahead and have the birthday stream. Saturday, if I do stream, because I'm going to go somewhere. And it's going to be kind of far away. I'm going to go somewhere to celebrate my birthday. If I do come back in time, we'll stream. We'll probably just do a just chatting stream. And just, like, vibe. And I'll discuss what I did. If I come back too late, then we'll go ahead and just, like, skip Saturday again. And then we'll get back to it as normal. Actually, there's some things I'm gonna have to do next Saturday. But we should get back to that. No, we don't need presents. It's okay if there's no presents. But, yeah. The price of gamer subs you sit as a discount? I found that apparently you could sign up for gamer subs without anything. Thank you! But yeah, we'll go ahead and celebrate. We'll have that to look forward to. As always, don't forget to work out. Have a good sleep. Have a great morning. I look forward to tomorrow and to Friday. Alright, guys. Sleep well. Good night! Oh no! Hi, Bash! Good night! Wee 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 wee! Enjoy the credits, Bash! Bye bye! Also, I lied. I just went to check. They're true lemons, not mayor lemons. Yeah, lemons are just sweet. I'm sorry, man. Lemons are just sweet! maybe you should get past it. They're sweet. Maybe you need to learn how to eat sour things. That's all I'm gonna say. Pasta, exactly. Get pasta. Damn, there's a skill issue then. If you think sour candy is sweet, how would you know? I'm fighting other candy. Goodbye, everyone. Good night. Don't worry, Besh. I agree. Lemons are sweet. That's all I'm gonna end it on. Good night!